We're diving into the 431 request header fields too large error in Node.js and React applications. This frustrating error happens when the HTTP request headers sent from your React frontend to your Node.js backend exceed the server's size limit. Let's tackle how to fix this. First, understand why this happens. Often it's because of large cookies, extensive authentication headers, or perhaps you're sending too much data in the headers unintentionally. Now, let's fix it. 1. Increase the server's header size limit. This is the most straightforward solution. In your Node.js server, depending on your framework, e.g. Express.js, you'll need to adjust the limit property within the body parser middleware or similar. For example, in Express.js using the body parser middleware, you'd add something like app use body parser JSON limit 50 MB and app use body parser.url encoded limit of 50 MB extended true to increase the limit to 50 megabytes. Remember to restart your server after making this change. Experiment to find a suitable limit that balances security and functionality. 2. Reduce the size of your request headers. This is a more preventative approach. Carefully examine your React application. Are you sending unnecessary data in the headers? For example, are you storing large amounts of data in cookies? If so, consider alternatives like local storage or session storage for non-sensitive data, or explore strategies for compressing cookies or reducing their size. 3. Check for unintended header additions. Sometimes, third-party libraries or middleware you're using in your React app or Node.js server might be inadvertently adding headers. Thoroughly review your code, looking for any plugins or libraries that might be responsible for adding large headers. 4. Use a different approach to handle large data. If you need to send substantial data, sending it in the request body, instead of headers, is much more efficient. Headers are designed for metadata, not large amounts of information. Modify your React code to place large amounts of data into the body of your requests, and then ensure your Node.js backend can handle parsing large requests. 5. Nginx configuration, if applicable. If you're using Nginx as a reverse proxy in front of your Node.js server, you might need to adjust its client max body size directive in your Nginx configuration file. This is particularly relevant if the error happens before the request even reaches your Node.js application. 6. Proper logging and debugging. Throughout this process, effective logging is key. Use the debugging tools provided by your Node.js framework and your browser's developer console to carefully examine the HTTP requests and headers being sent, identifying their size and content. Remember to tailor the size limit to your application's needs, prioritizing security. By systematically implementing these solutions and carefully inspecting your code, you should be able to effectively resolve the 431 request header fields too large error.